Little known fact about me: in the last 3.5 years, at the most, I probably had sex only like 15 times. Let that sink in. Now, to some people, you know, they don't really, I guess that wouldn't be a big deal, I guess. But to a person like me that, has been used to getting his quote unquote issue for a long time, consider I'm 44 years old, and, I've had my share of experiences with women. All right. I've also, like I've stated in a previous rant, that I've been molested. All right. And I was forced to give a kid fellatio when I was a kid. I probably was like in kindergarten. And, that started my sexual experiences. Now, with that being said, I probably got head. Well, I got head from him. He forced me to perform fellatio on him. Then he performed fellatio on me. Then, over the times in life, I would probably say about 4 or 5 times I've received fellatio from a guy. Now, if that makes me gay, okay, I'm okay with that. If that makes me bisexual, I'm okay with that as well. It doesn't matter to me. All right. It doesn't matter to me what people label me as, or whatever experiences I've had in life. Most experiences, 99% of experiences that I've had in life, that I'm not gonna say I disapprove of, but I wish never would have happened to me. Happened as a minor. As I grew up as an adult, you start realizing things that you don't like, what's for you and what's not for you. Now, I don't feel like people should look down on themselves if they found themselves in a situation where they done things that they're not proud of. All right. Now, getting fellatio from a guy or a girl, if you're the same sex, is nothing to look down on, unless it's under an inappropriate setting. All right. In my opinion, people believe whatever they want, but love is love. People love how they love, and sometimes people do things because they're losing their mind and they're trying to figure things out, and so forth. You never know what a person's truly going through in life unless you're in that person's shoes. So to judge somebody would be, one, it's a sin. If you believe in that, it's a sin to try to judge somebody for things that they done. All right. Not to mention, unless it's your job and it's a judge, etc., 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 in a court of law. But as far as like personal moral values and things of that nature, what right do you have to look at anybody and tell that they're wrong, or they're this or they're that, or try to label them for experiences that they had in their life? All right. Now that that's out the way, because I feel like I had to speak on that again for people. So, those who wanted to hear those things, there you go. I hope your day is a little bit brighter, and I hope you get over whatever issues you're going through in life that you feel like you need to hear that again for the 55th time. But let me dive back into my writings. A Knight's Table. All right, and this is under the Regals and Schmegels draft. A knight's table. A knight is a person granted an honorary title of knighthood by a head of state, including the pope or representative of service to the monarch, the church, country, etc. Being a knight is ridiculous at times. Let me get this straight. I have to follow the crowd, even if the crowd is wrong. Even if they don't want me to belong. Even if I hate the chosen song. For most knights, the opportunity for growth is limited. What is the leader of the knights, really, if the regime you're married to is a control freak? And the question is rhetorical, because you know what you know, and you see what you see. Sometimes people are placed in positions because they can't see over the tree. A tyrant. Oh, I lost my place. Hold on. Okay. A tyrant doesn't want to put a person in power. They can see the error in their ways, in fear of rebellion or an uprising of the slaves. I utilize the word slave loosely because depending on your knowledge of self, people visualize slavery different. Some people can't see past their own noses, so they immediately envision a darker skinned person on a plantation in Mississippi or another southern state at least 150 years ago. Bondage is bondage and doesn't have a color or expiration date. Since the beginning of records kept by men, people have been in bondage in one way or another. This fact is not to excuse anybody that has taken part in enslaving people, but to enlighten the few whose eyes are opening to the fact that excuses are excuses and an explanation can save a nation. To be noticed by a noble anus can go a few different ways, depending on your status as the wind sways. Being loyal to the wrong cause can destroy any aspirations of having the future you envision for yourself, considering the little known fact that history is written by the winners. Some people might hear that and immediately take offense. But if you're surviving, then you're a winner in my book, even if you're standing on a fence. The difference between a winner and a loser is the winner didn't give up and learned from a loss instead of accepting the defeat without a receipt. The devil is always in the details, which is a saying that I didn't create, but resonates when you receive, but cannot eat your cake. Everybody has reasons for wanting power. Those who want it most probably shouldn't have it. Usually, those are the type of people who only want the power to misuse it or wear it as a badge, which gives them some false sense of being that leads to a lot of problematic situations. If you believe in destiny, then you probably believe in the people who are born to lead. Unfortunately, birthrights thrust people into leadership positions all the time, depending on the person. Some think that they know it all, and others know they don't, but manage to learn enough to get the job done correctly. Following orders gets confusing at times when the orders compromise your morals. I like to use an analogy that states to use your mental compass over your moral compass, because people's morals are different at times and can be left up for debate, especially in the workplace. I was taught to never go into a woman's purse, but for security purposes, I was instructed to do so by a superior at one point in time. Outside of work, I would have never done this, but business is business. Personal is personal. You have to separate the two, or you will stay in conflicting areas forever. What you will do and what you won't do is up to you, but a night is a night.